You ever find yourself feeling super stressed, maybe even a little panicky, and you don't know why? It could be anxiety. Anxiety is a real thing for a lot of guys, and honestly, it can really suck. But the good news is there are ways to deal with it fast. In this video, I'm going to break down 7 simple techniques to help you calm that anxiety right in the moment. Okay, so let's start with the basics. What exactly is anxiety? Well, it's your body's natural reaction to stress. Your brain goes into overdrive, sending out all these signals that something dangerous might be happening. Your heart starts pounding, your breathing gets faster, and you might even feel tense or shaky. Sometimes there's a clear reason for the stress, an important test or a job interview, but other times anxiety can hit out of the blue, or the trigger might be minor while the reaction feels huge. That's when it can become a real problem. Now let's get to the good stuff. There are tons of ways to manage anxiety when it hits. Let's start with focusing on your breath. It sounds so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Try taking a few slow, deep breaths. Breathe in for a count of 4, hold it for a few seconds, and then slowly exhale for another count of 4. Repeat this a few times and you'll start to feel those tense muscles relax. Okay, technique number 2 is all about getting grounded. When you're anxious, your mind tends to race, thinking about everything that could go wrong. Grounding helps bring you back to the present moment. Try focusing on your senses. Notice 5 things you can see around you. Touch 4 different textures. Listen closely for 3 distinct sounds. Find 2 different smells. Notice 1 thing you can taste. Focusing on your senses helps shift your attention away from those anxious thoughts. Sometimes the best way to release anxiety is to get your body moving. Exercise is a natural stress buster. It doesn't have to be anything intense. A quick walk, some jumping jacks, or even just stretching can make a difference. Physical activity helps burn off excess energy and shifts your focus away from your worries. Anxiety often goes hand in hand with negative thoughts. You know the ones, I'm going to fail, everyone's judging me, or something terrible is going to happen. The thing is, these thoughts aren't always true. Try asking yourself, is there any evidence to support this thought? Am I focusing on the worst-case scenario? Can I think of a more realistic outcome? Challenging those negative thoughts can help you see things more clearly and break that cycle of anxiety. Sometimes just talking about how you're feeling can make a huge difference. Reach out to a friend, family member, or a therapist if you have one. Just putting your feelings into words can help take some of the power away from them. Remember, you're not alone in this. If you're feeling overwhelmed, sometimes a simple timeout can help. Step away from whatever is stressing you out, even if it's just for a few minutes. Go outside, listen to some calming music, or do something you enjoy. Giving yourself a little break can help clear your head and allow you to come back to the situation feeling a bit calmer. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment without judgment. There are tons of apps and guided meditations that can help you with this. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness each day can help you manage anxiety over time. Alright, so we've covered a lot of ground. Let's do a quick recap. Focus on your breath. Take some slow, deep breaths and feel your body relax. Get grounded. Use your senses to bring yourself back to the present moment. Move your body. Release some of that anxious energy with exercise. Challenge your thoughts. Don't let negative thoughts spiral out of control. Talk it out. Reach out to a friend, family member, or therapist for support. Take a time out. Step away from the situation and give your mind a break. Practice mindfulness. Learn to focus on the present moment. Remember, these techniques are tools you can try right away when anxiety strikes. It might take some practice to find the ones that work best for you, but don't give up. Okay, I know dealing with anxiety isn't easy, but remember, you don't have to just live with it. The techniques we talked about can really make a difference in those tough moments, and the more you practice them, the easier it gets to manage your anxiety. It's also important to remember that if your anxiety feels overwhelming, or it's getting in the way of your life, it's always a good idea to reach out for professional help. There are therapists and other resources out there that can really make a difference. Don't be afraid to ask for help, that's a sign of strength. So, next time you feel that anxiety creeping in, try one of these techniques and let me know how it goes in the comments below. You got this. The techniques we talked about can really make a difference in those tough moments. And the more you practice them, the easier it gets to manage your anxiety. It's also important to remember that if your anxiety feels overwhelming or it's getting in the way of your life, it's always a good idea to reach out for professional help. There are therapists and other resources out there that can really make a difference. Don't be afraid to ask for help, that's a sign of strength. So, next time you feel that anxiety creeping in, try one of these techniques and let me know how it goes in the comments below. You got this.